What's up YouTube? Before I get into the video, let me remind you, if you like my content, hit that like and subscribe button, and also if you feel the need to support me, hit me up on my Patreon at patreon.com/uncommonramen, capital U, capital R. I do all this in my free time, so any amount of support can help me bring more content to you more often. Today I wanted to revisit an older deck that I did, Jhoira of the Ghitu, because I feel like over the time since I built this deck, there's been quite a bit of support, including cards from MH3 as well as Doctor Who, so I wanted to kind of showcase what we have as far as Jhoira today. So as a reminder, Jhoira of the Ghitu is 1 a blue and a red for a 2/2. You may pay 2 and exile an online card from your hand, put 4 time counters on it, and if it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. So we're going to take a look at the creatures first. Oh, that's a creature too. Starting with Aeon Chronicler, Arcanist the Omnipotent, Artisan of Kozilek, Deep Sea Kraken, Desolation Twin, Atali Primal Storm, Flare of Loyalties, It That Betrays, Jhoira's Time Bug, Jin-Gitaxias Core Augur, Keeper of Secrets, Mizzix Replica Rider, Nalfeshni, Netzahal Primal Tide, Ovika Enigma Goliath, Pathraiser of Ulamog, Rift Elemental, Shivan Sandmage, Sphinx of the Second Sun, the 9th Doctor, the 10th Doctor, Time Beetle, Time Bender, Ulamog the Defiler, Ulamog the Infinite Gyre, Ulamog's Dreadsire, and Wild Magic Sorcerer. Next up, we're going to take a look at instants. Starting with Brainstorm, Chaos Warp, Clock Spinning, Counterspell, Fury Charm, Invert Polarity, Negate, Suspend, Time Crafting, Ugin's Binding, and Unwind. Okay, next up is Sorceries. Starting with All of History All at Once. Amanatu's Augury, Blasphemous Act, Beacon of Tomorrows, Call Forth the Tempest, Inevitable Betrayal, Inspiring Refrain, Overflowing Insight, Rise of the Eldrazi, Rousing Refrain, Time Stretch, Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey. Next up is Artifacts. Arcane Signet, Izzet Signet, Lightning Greaves, Rotating Fireplace, Soul Ring, Soul Talisman, Swiftfoot Boots, Talisman of Creativity, and Thought Vessel. Next up is Enchantments. Omniscience, One with the Multiverse, Paradox Haze, Passionate Archaeologist, Shadow of the Second Sun, The Parting of the Ways. Next up is Planeswalkers. We have Ral Zarek. Okay, we're going to look at non-basic lands. Command Tower, Ferris Lake, Frostboil Snarl, Izzet Boilerworks, Mystic Sanctuary, Otawara Soaring City, Reliquary Tower, Riverglide River Glide Pathway, sorry. Shivan Reef, Steam Vents, Storm Carved Coast, Sulphur Falls, Training Center. And finally, basic lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains. So the new Jhoira deck. Essentially what we're adding to this is a lot of time travel cards. 10th Doctor, 9th Doctor, all history all at once. Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey. Just stuff to manipulate time counters beyond what we already have. Because the original package just included things like Shivan Time Mage, Time Bender, clock spinning, stuff like that. So now we have a much larger package to deal with time counters. We also have other time counter payouts, like for instance Rotating Fireplace, to allow us to create larger pools of mana. I've also added in more redundant effects in the form of Shadow of the Second Sun, so we get more of the Sphinx of the Second Sun or Paradox Haze effects, as well as effects like Passionate Archaeologist in things like Passionate Archaeologist or Keeper of Secrets, just so we can punish our opponents for playing things from exile. We still have the packages that allow us to do stuff that when things are played from exile, like for instance Wild Magic Sorcerer, amongst other things. So we have a much more, I think, balanced and more interesting deck this way. We get to avoid the whole Eldrazi route and instead go with the big mana route and get cards like Time Stretch, Rise of the Eldrazi, Beacon of Tomorrows. We also get to take advantage of other fun cards like Overflowing Insight and just really a cool little big mana package. So that is Jhoira the Ghitu. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Keep it positive. I'll remove negative comments. And that's kind of it, guys. Until next time. Peace.